How was this match even on the pre-show? How's it going, my wrestling heroes? We're going to be recapping Survivor Series 2018. Colognes. Oh my gosh. The fact that these guys were in any kind of match, now this is starting to make sense. And now you're saying, bro, they're up front. They're up front for a reason. It was the very first team that was to be eliminated, and go figure, right? Come on, the Colognes. I honestly, for a year, well over a year, I thought these guys had, they let go of them. Nope, they're still on the roster. They're still active. And since they're not on TV and they're not doing anything with them, hey, might as well take them out off the get-go. B team got taken out. B team was the first team taken out for Team Raw. Then Sanity over here on SmackDown. Ascension. And then it came down to the club, right? We got that Too Sweet party that is no longer part of SmackDown. They are still part of SmackDown. They just got taken out midway through the process of it all. Lucha House Party. Lucha. Why do they bring piñatas, man? I don't know. That kind of bothers me. Rude and Gable. I got Rude and Gable right here. These were the last four teams. Well, actually, 5 over here because, right, we got the New Day. But these were the last 2 teams that were remaining. And you know what? It makes sense. These guys were the team captains over here. The Usos, and then the New Day. These were actually the first teams that were announced overall, like for this whole match right here. They were the very first teams that were introduced into this whole match. Again, this was built within this last week or so. But yes, they got taken out. And a lot of high spots between these 4 teams right here. A lot of high spots towards the end. Everybody was diving and jumping out. New Day got taken out, and it came down to these right here. The Revival, which, according to some people, the best team, not just on Raw, but, WWE in general. But they were paying tribute. They were paying homage to Roman Reigns. It was cool, man. Like, super kick party towards the end. And then, was it Jimmy or Jay? Anyways, when they were when he went for the frog splash off the top, he kind of did like the Superman punch and got the 1, 2, 3. The Usos for the very first SmackDown win of the night. Here we go, the women's elimination match, and Hero Figs was right. You guys saw the predictions. Hero Figs was right, 1-1. No, I didn't win them. I don't know. So far, doing pretty good. So, started right the first one, which actually it's a surprise. I am very, very surprised that one of the best women on SmackDown was the very first one to be eliminated. Naomi got taken out. Then it was followed by Tamina. Mickie James was the next runner-up. Carmella, she started dancing in the middle of the match. After she picked up a win, she went for a little quick dance break. R-Truth was in the beginning, but then we didn't see any more of him. But, dude, you got to break the dance if you want to keep the party. Anyway, she got taken out. We got Carmella taken out. Then Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville and Bayley actually ended up both getting counted out. She gave her the belly to Bayley outside the ring. And they both got counted out to the count of 10. So it was up to the boss, Sasha Banks. Now, of course, this was the team captain, so we really can't consider. We'll just put her aside. Alexa Bliss is the team captain for Raw. And so what had happened? She kind of fed her. These were the last 2. It was a 2-on-1. And you got Nia Jax over here. She fed her to Asuka. She threw her, and she got the quick submission on her, made her tap out, and she was down, and she took advantage of that with some, I think it was like 2 or 3 leg drops. 1, 2, 3 leg drops. She did her move, and here it goes. Hero Figs was right. I told you, Nia Jax, they're building her to be the one to finally, I don't know. We're going to find out a little bit more down the road. But as predicted, now it's 1-1 for Team Raw. Nakamura, you're standing too close to the fire. Seth Rollins versus Shinsuke right here to break the tie. Because it was 1-1. Now SmackDown, they had gotten the first one. Raw had gotten the second one. Or was it Raw first? It was Raw first. No, hold up. It was SmackDown. Because it was the men's tag team match. And then come Raw for the women's. But this one was going to break the tie right here. Great. I mean, look, it wasn't the first match as I requested in my predictions, but second, of course, we're not counting the pre-show, but still great way to keep things going, to keep things rolling. Shinsuke Nakamura, he was about to hit the Kinshasa. Seth Rollins a little bit quicker than Nakamura, and curb stop. Yes, my boy. See, there's no cheating involved. There's no low blows or anything like that. Nakamura has a tough time pulling the win out of it. But yes, Seth freaking Rollins to break the tie. I take back whatever I said. Whatever I said in the predictions, I'm taking back right now. Guess it doesn't matter if you have a power of the punch. Big Show. Oh my gosh. Oh, Drake, he wet his pants. I don't think it was real. He had some kind of device in his pants that he made himself. Well, I guess if it's a device, he would make himself urinate. But yeah, he wet his pants. And because of it, so he was coming around the ring, right? And Big Show had stopped him. He had him up on the apron. He was choking him. And hold on, it's confirmed. I'm watching the video right now. He's got some in his pants. Hold on, what just happened? Gosh, I guess they didn't show it. Anyways, you guys, so when he was up there on the apron, he started wetting his pants, and Big Show just let him go, and he was laughing so hard. Just, oh my gosh, when was the last time something like that? I don't think anything like this has ever happened. Drake Maverick, you need to go check your pants, man. So because of it, right, you had the AOP. They capitalized on the distraction, and it was a dual powerbomb. 1, 2, 3. AOP to pick up the win for the for the Raw Tag Team Champions. That's the one thing I like about these Survivor Series matches. You get those fantasy warfare that we might never get because you might have someone on SmackDown, the other guy in Raw, and, he might be close to retirement, and it happened during this match. How it all started, though. These two, Drew McIntyre and Braun Strowman, they were going at each other because they both wanted to start out the match. And Joe, he was kind of going at it. He's like, I'm going to capitalize on this. I'm going to get some coquina clutches in there. But, yeah, unfortunately, Joe got the Claymore. Joe was the first one to get taken out for Team SmackDown. And from there, it was Balor. Finn Balor got taken out by, I think it was Rey? It was Rey Mysterio. And this is what I meant, dude. This is the fantasy match that I hope that they cross paths again, but as Demon Balor, that'd be lit, man. I want to see that against Rey Mysterio. Maybe that's the reason why they gave Rey one up, because I think once he does go Demon on him, if we ever get that match, hey, just fantasy at its best, right? Fantasy War, it's going to happen, man. Drop a comment if you guys want to see that. I'd love to. Now from here, you guys, it was just a monster among men annihilating everybody. Jeff Hardy got taken out by Braun Strowman. Rey Mysterio, power slam. Miz, power slam. And Shane O'Mac, he stood there in the ring. By the way, Dolph Ziggler, he did get eliminated. These were actually the last three. And he was exhausted. I mean, he went coast to coast. There was actually this one spot where they all ganged up on Braun Strowman to put him through the table because Shane O'Mac had jumped off. So Shane gave it all throughout the entire match. You got to give this guy some respect. He might not be your regular wrestler that comes in, on a regular basis, but when he does, I mean, he doesn't care. He leaves everything out in that ring. And once he was in there, once he got back into the ring and he looked at all three, he's like, man, I'm screwed. Might as well. And he called up Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman's like, really, dude? And he just used him. He used him as a trophy. He trolled him around the ring. Power slam. Raw for the win. I kind of felt like this match right here, it was missing something. Like the overall, it was a good match, but the ending was bad. I kind of wanted to see whether it was Rey Mysterio or Jeff Hardy. Wanted something more balanced. I mean, obviously, there was nothing that was going to be done once these three monsters were left in the ring. And over here, you got Constable attacking Braun Strowman. Now, keep in mind that the whole thing with him and Stephanie was that he's not supposed to lay his hands on him up until, because he wants a title shot for the Universal title. So Stephanie said fine. So that's when Constable saw the opportunity, and Braun wasn't happy. So I'm looking forward to see what's going to happen here on Raw between him and Constable. But yes, Team Raw for the win. 5-star match, and it could have even been match of the year had it not been for the ending. Disqualification. Charlotte Flair, she snapped. Something came in her. There's a lot of doubt in her mind because she's been losing so much to Becky Lynch. So what does Charlotte do? She goes to the well. She knows very familiar. She knows that heel route always seems to lead to some kind of victory. It wasn't a victory, obviously, but there was kendo sticks involved. She actually ended up bashing one completely over her, and she didn't stop there. She just kept going at it. I mean, even officials had to come in here and try to stop her. The officials weren't safe. They were getting knocked out of the ring. Oh, my gosh. And she pulled out a chair. She says, I need a steel chair. I need to make sure that I might not be the most dangerous woman in the planet, but I am the most savage woman in the planet. She put her head in between the steel chair and just crushed her. Oh, Charlotte, come on. That was not necessary. It was a great match, but I just wish there would have been either a submission or a pinfall or anything but this. Regardless, right here, win by right. And it is, what is it, 4? So it's now 5. There's no hope. There's no hope for SmackDown. This right here. Well, actually, even if it had SmackDown won this, still wouldn't have been hope for them to win the overall pay-per-view. But we're still going to get into the actual main match between Brock and Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan, we're going to give you an A. An A for effort. Hero fix. Effort spelled to an E. Oh, yeah. It was your regular Brock Lesnar match. It was him just stomping all over him, suplexing, F5, and it got to the point where it's like, this is too easy, man. He started playing with him, gave him an F5, went to go pin him. He's like, nah, bro, I ain't done with you. He kept beating up on him, some more F5s, and then the one time that he was finally going to go for the 1, 2, 3, he was going to do his F5 again, he knocked out the referee, went for the F5, knocked out the referee, and Daniel Bryan's like, haha, it's Tuesday all over again. Low blow. Right, referee was looking the other way. Then he did his running kick, and from there, look, I told you guys, a low blow wasn't going to keep Brock Lesnar down. Maybe for the 2 count, but that's it. He ended up kicking out, regardless of him getting a low blow and his finisher. But the cool thing was that after that low blow, after him doing that to Brock Lesnar, it was actually pretty good. The match turned around, and Daniel Bryan was controlling most of the match going forward. There were some nice moves, man, outside to the ring. Some nice counter moves where he was about to charge at him up in the corner of the post, and Daniel Bryan countered into the post. And it looked like Bryan was maybe, because he had him in a submission. He had him in his crossface right there. His face was red. I mean, Brock Lesnar was about to tap. He broke it. He says, nah, dude, we can't. We can't finish the night like this. Another F5 finally closed the deal. 1, 2, 3. Brock Lesnar and Team Raw almost got a flawless victory. It was look, okay, was it the last 2 years? Yeah. It was kind of like, it came down to almost like the last match as to which brand was going to come out ahead. But this year was very, very one-sided. It was Raw for sure. And how do I feel about that? I don't know. I just think, look, the pay-per-view was good. It was good. I mean, it was the 5-on-5 match that kind of bothered me towards the end. But overall, I'm gonna rank it. It was a mediocre pay-per-view. It was entertaining. Daniel Bryan, we never saw this match ever before, and them giving Daniel Bryan some opportunities, some spots to kind of make him stand out, not just as a completely. And when you guys watched the interview prior to this, Daniel Bryan just started. What were you laughing at? What are you still smiling at? Dude, he got murdered. So, anyways, right there, Beastie Boy, Raw, got most of the wins. Give me your thoughts. Would like to hear as to what you guys thought of the overall pay-per-view. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one.